Some of you may notice this as the homeless transitional shelter that I built 6 months ago. This video is just giving you a little update on what's happened to the shelter. I've been kind of staying out of my home because I feared that I might have COVID from a friend of mine. And I was going to turn this into storage, but I'm glad I held off because I really like the layout of this little guy. And that pretty much squeezed everything that one person in a minimalist living could need for space to store all their stuff in this little guy. And it's a little under 6 foot by 8 foot. This is pretty cool. These cushions came out of my camper. I'm just borrowing them right now, and they work pretty good. And I can stretch out completely here. I think this is about 24 inches wide with the cushions tucked all the way back. And I wasn't falling off at all. It was pretty nice. This is my door. I kind of tried to do some improvements on it. Instead of using the old latch, I tried to install one of these simple guys. On the inside, I can lock myself in easy enough. One improvement I made was here, putting a little aluminum flap over the vent to keep the rain from coming in. If I crank this guy up, a little noisy, but over here I can put my hands against the vents and feel the air coming in. Pretty cool. Well, let's see what we got in the fridge. A few goodies here. Some celery and peanut butter. I got this refrigerator out of the dump. I had my eye on something this small, looking all around, and I just took a chance, grabbed it from the dump, and it works. Probably just somebody got tired of it and didn't need it anymore, and instead of putting it on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, they just said, yeah, I'll just throw it away. All I have to say is thank you very much. I like the way everything's right in reach. Ew. Time to get up. Oh, I could feel it. It's hitting my throat. This is probably going to go on for a while. I've had this before. I'm going to take a COVID test here in a little bit, find out if it's that or just a sinus infection. Got this on Amazon. The first test I took said I was negative. It was 2 days ago. I figured out a way to wait a while before I made darn sure I wasn't feeling well, and yeah. These are just some of the flowers growing right now in our yard. Alright, let's get breakfast going. Get all the stuff that we need and we'll throw it back in the fridge. So I got some counter space, don't need that. Get some eggs, don't need that. Get that back. The refrigerator's working out pretty good, I like it. Perfect size just for me. Don't need a lot of stuff. You know, it has a little freezer compartment if I want to freeze something, but don't need to do that. Oh yeah, that's one thing I had to do. I had to put a little door on the freezer part of the refrigerator. I use a little fluted plastic. Works great. Running low on water. Okay, be right back. Okay, make sure keep that nice and clean. I'm choosing to use just gallon jug. Easier to deal with. I can get several jugs if I want to replace them. Right now I just have the one. Okay, I just secured the foot pedal down to the floor. Working so much better now. Oh, look at that. See what I mean? The hands-free is kind of sweet. I just got to regulate it so it doesn't splash all over the place. That, a little bit of this. I'm choosing to use this butane stove over like a hot plate because now I've got my refrigerator in here. I don't know if my little outlet could handle the refrigerator and a hot plate going all at once. Besides, I just like these guys. They're real simple. Pretty fun. If ever I'm going to cut up meat like this stuff, I don't put it on the cutting board. It's one thing to rinse off just vegetables that you've cut up, but when you got a meat product on there, yeah, I try to keep it off. I don't have a toaster down here, so I'm just warming up the bread a little bit. Did this yesterday. It worked pretty good. Uh-oh. Did I just run out of gas? I may have. We will pause to get another canister going. All right, found one. Pop it out. Take the cap off. Now it goes down. There we go. Back in business. These guys last quite a long time though, butane fuels. These are hard eggs, boy. Man. We've been getting Costco eggs. A lot cheaper at Costco than at the stores. Little avocado. Feta. Cheddar. And then I have this. Crazy, huh? So I've got feta cheese, cheddar cheese, sour cream, avocado. You must think I'm nuts. Oh, is it good? It's fab. Try it sometime. Here's another thing that I've been doing for quite a few years. It's when I cook. I clean up as I go. And as something's cooking, I'm putting stuff back in the refrigerator, back on the shelf. So in the end, I just have dirty dishes. It makes life so much easier that way. So this is my drinking water. All right, tea will be coming up in momentarily. I usually don't use much salt or pepper, but why not? At least today. You want a bite? It's good. Okay. My honest opinion is of this shelter is it's pretty good. It's like a glamper, right? It's not totally insulated. I mean, I got the flutes that do minor insulation. There is still some condensation issues. So it's not a perfect shelter the way it is. I've been thinking about different ways you could insulate it, but it would really bump up the price. Wool type insulative blankets. Put those over the top. Get yourself an 8x16 canvas, impregnate it with paraffin wax. I've seen this done before. And that makes a real good insulated shelter, I would think, at least for the roof. On the side walls, you obviously would want to probably put styrofoam or something like that in there, and maybe fluted plastic over that for the interior walls. But for now, this is working out pretty good. It's about 60 degrees out right now. Of course it's warm, I just cooked in here. This little fan I got up here, it's doing a real good job of venting this. I constantly have that thing on to get air circulated. Oh, looks like our water's boiling. Let's get some tea. Here we go. Did I do it? Yeah, I made a mess. Well, I just did a COVID test, and yeah, it's official. Shit. I don't have a drain on my sink. I just throw it outside when I'm done washing dishes or whatever. Keep it simple. Some hot water. Until the next meal. So there's my morning. I'm going to be hanging out here for a few days, I think. This is going to progress, I'd imagine, for another few days. But anyway, life in the little he shed. So far, not too bad. So it's Saturday morning, going on a week that I've been here now. Probably still have a little bit of contagion. One of the main reasons why I'm here is my wife just had surgery, not last Tuesday, the Tuesday before, on her pituitary gland. It was a scheduled surgery. It went okay, but a few days later they did the MRI, found out they didn't get the tumor on her pituitary all the way, so they had to take her back in, and she had to go through all that again. And then a few days later, to add insult to injury, one of the side effects is low sodium count from surgery like this. She got it. She had to go back to the hospital again, and now she's still in ICU. These, 12 days or so later. So it's been a trying week or two for us. I'm just trying to keep out of my house. Don't want any COVID germs when she comes back home. Hopefully that'll be a few days from now. We'll see. But as far as living in here goes, it gave me that opportunity to really try this out in real time. and in a real life situation for if, say, you were a homeless person in transition, I thrived in here. Maybe it's because I like small spaces. It's set it up the way I wanted to. And I can see that same attitude maybe transferring over to somebody who hasn't had a home or apartment for a while. Yeah, mine's a unique setup in that I've got, my extension cord plugged in here, and I got Wi-Fi connection not far also. So there's that. And I have a bathroom that I can use. But if this was possibly used, like I said earlier in the first video, in a homeless encampment situation where they sanction off an area and have a bunch of pods like this in a moderate climate area, these will work pretty good. And again, this was made for probably under $1,000 in the day I built it, probably 6 months ago. Anyway, hope you're all healthy and well. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. I like this little bookshelf here. So does Joe. What you reading, Joe? Ah, Lloyd Kahn's book. Very cool selection. Very cool.